What is up? Hello. I just pinged because the bot. Like, come on, bot. That's all I'm saying. It's like, come on, bot. How are we doing? For the people that are here, hello, hello. We have a cool build. And sorry if the bot double pings. And sorry that I'm turning orange now, but auto white balance. Am I right? So, how's everybody doing? How are we doing today? We have a cool build. Really cool build today. So, first and foremost, stream is sponsored. Slap the bears. Just waking up. Ish. Not Geo. What's up? What's up? Thank you for the sub. Yeah, it's a Hive60. This thing's really fucking cool. Like, pretty damn cool. Excuse me. But yeah, we are sponsored by OmniType Project Keyboards, Kinetic Labs, and Canon Keys. We are also partnered with Zap Cables, Smith & Rune, 3D Keybs, and Type Beast. We'll hear more from them later. What up, gamers? What's up? I'm going to show them off now, but I'm probably going to show them off later. So, we got a new pupper. New pupper on the Mechs on Deck team. All right? Come here. Finn, come here. He's a little shy, but not really. Come here. Come here. Oh. Look at this guy. Hello. He's a little cutie. This is Finn. He is a pug mix as he sniffs the microphone. We just picked him up last night. Thank you. Oh, thank you. He's very loving. He is he was born in May of 2020. So he's just over 1. It looks like he's got a little bit of growing left to do. But he's a cutie. He is an absolute cutie. He and Howie get along really well. Howie, come here. And I don't want Howie to get jealous. I don't want him to lose any screen time. So this is Howie. For those who don't know, this is Howie. We call him Howie Toast because he looks like a piece of toast. Treat the puppers. We're going to try. Well, I will in a little bit. They did get some treats a minute ago, but I absolutely will. I was thinking, where'd you find them? Forgetting that you don't usually just find dogs on the street. No, this was actually, it was cool. It was like Megan's, my wife, sorry. My bad. My wife's best friend's husband's hairdresser's daughter. Was like, hey, we're looking for a new home for our dog. And we were like, let's go look. We met them Wednesday night. We brought Howie over to their place to see. They live about 35, 40 minutes away. Brought Howie over. Hey, stop chewing. Hold on. He was trying to chew bubble wrap. We brought Howie over. Where's Finn? Here, I'll show him off again. Finn, come here. Come here. Oh, one more time. So we brought Howie over, and they played and ran. And we were like, yeah, like my only concern is he's a bit of a shoe chewer. I just have to be responsible. So, you know. But he's good. He's playing with Howie. You wanna sniff? All right. We'll get the table cam in a few. Yeah, that was a mouthful, not Geo. So let's talk about the build. He's gonna curate my shoe collection. Yeah, probably. He'd be like, this one's shit, and it deserves to be a chew toy. So Hive60. I'm actually pretty excited about this because this was a board that I did consider getting, but I try. Excuse you. I try to have something different, but here it is. So very cool little beehive brass weight. Only complaint about the board that I see is I wish this was brass too. It just kind of looks awkward being like brass and. Oh,
Hey,
by
no.
the way, is he chewing a leaf?
Go.
He's got a leaf. He just took a leaf, so all right, I'll leave this right here on the desk. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I love the look and feel of this board. The plate, very reminiscent. The brass stain, kind of brushed brass, is very reminiscent of the TX60. So we'll see. Let's go to, got a surprise for you on my desk mat. Oh yeah, we're using it. We are absolutely using it. So here is another shot of the board. We got number 116. Yeah, first day. One Drunk Man. Check out our most recent YouTube video and you'll see why. I'll explain in a moment. But this is the board. Build. It's going to be standard USB-C 60%, which I appreciate that. So we're just going with the ANSI. This build is 4 Hellbent caps. So check out Hellbent caps on Instagram. I have built, I believe, all of his boards now. This is my 4th one that I have built for him. I told him that just if you like the builds, I'll keep them coming. So we are building with some ugly ass mint and skin colored, I don't even know, like just weird looking mint pandas, but I love them. So, and this is the leaf that Finn took. So on the desk mat, for those who missed it, it's kind of a critique, if you will, that the recent desk mat that TKC sold said they shipped out knowing that, and they admitted to knowing that the color was wrong, and they shipped them out. And they stated that if you wanted a refund, you had to cut out a 4x4 inch square on your desk mat and mail that back if you want a refund, which we disagreed with because you shipped out the wrong thing or just an incorrect item. And instead of letting people get their money back for something that they didn't pay, that they should have not gotten in the first place, King Friday the 7th series. So it wasn't this desk mat. I want everyone to know this was just an old desk mat I had. Chex King, hello. This was an old desk mat that I had laying around, and I have another one of these. It's one of my favorite ones, but I have like a newer one. And so I decided to cut a 4-inch square to see how ridiculous it is. And it's torn right here because in the video I did wear it as a like shoulder dress thing. So that's why the rip is here. So, but we're going to be building on it today. So pretty straightforward build. Basically building this as if it was for me. I believe we're doing standard caps lock though. So we've got some Durox stabs here. So split backspace, split right shift, 7U bottom row, the works. Guess that wouldn't really be the works. We'll use the little gasket things and we'll get this show on the road. I haven't done a soldered build. I literally can't think of the last one I did. Like I legitimately, like, cause the last build I did was with Keeb Noob, but that was a hot swap build. So I don't actually remember. I think it might have been this. So this is the Bakaneko. For those wondering, this is my Bakaneko 60 with Holy T1 Ambers, sporting SA dual shot. There's 6, and let's get 6 of these bad boys out. Might as well. Hey, double bot ping. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'll apologize to everyone except Geo. Geo, I don't apologize to you. You take all the pings. Okay. For those who don't know, I'm not just being a dick. It's just a good old-fashioned long-running joke. Pings don't bother me. Oh, yeah. Do that? Don't they? All right. I think we're going to use, like, literally the last bit of our 205. But we're doing 205 on the housings. And, of course, we're doing that BDZ on the wire. So, should be fun. Pushing switch testers, on the other hand. Dude, buy a switch tester. I haven't said that in a long time. But let's get this started. How's everyone's weekend going? We woke up. He's in a crate right now. We thought that was best because he is still a puppy. And he's not neutered yet. So, marking, we were like, all right, let's, get him acclimated. Got to get him neutered. Get him his shots and all that good stuff. So this morning we woke up and took him to Petco to get a harness and leash for him. And then we got him a little I kept calling it Korg, but it's a Kong ball. Because apparently he likes balls and he likes chewing because he's a puppy. So we were like, well, let's get him something that's indestructible. So it's been fun. We're just keeping an eye on him. Howie's really, you're not bottle feeding. Howie really has been enjoying playing with him. They like to wrestle. What kind of puppers? So our older pupper, Howie, who just had a birthday. Howie just turned 9. He is a Chihuahua Pug mix. And our newest pupper, Finn, he is a pug. They said Pug Chihuahua mix, but I guess they also went to the vet and said it might be a Pug Beagle mix, but it's Pug something. He's a pug mutt. And he is a cutie. We named him Finn for 2 reasons. The main reason being my wife and I are huge fans of Adventure Time. But the second reason that I was super stoked on it is one of my favorite characters of Law & Order SVU is Finn. Or Ice-T. And it was between... What was the other name we had decided? Or we'd thought about? Henry, I thought would have been a good name, but when you work at an elementary school, certain names trigger a response, and you don't want to have a bad memory associated with a good boy. Finn is a great name, yeah. Plus, it's like I was sitting there going, I wonder if there's a guy named Jake who has a dog named Finn. Because then it would be Finn the dog and Jake the human instead of the other way around. Making me think of How I Met Your Mother when they were picking a name with her school flashbacks. Man, I haven't watched that show in forever. The last time I watched that show, I watched a Christmas episode. It was during... I had to work Christmas night at the hotel, like an overnight. And I was just like I dealt with like 2 customers the entire night. So I was just sitting there watching Netflix, watching Christmas specials of episodes of TV to keep myself up. So getting these put together, double checking, making sure I did them correctly. These do look like the V2s. Yeah, these are the V2s. I've got the little clasp. It's very hard to tell. with the clear housings, but extra support so there's no you don't run into the problem of, did I not grab enough housings? You know, it's funny. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, I got done with these housings faster than I got done with the other ones. All right, cool. I mean, I've got more literally right here, but I could have sworn I grabbed enough. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Just got an odd number in here. Overnights are not fun, dude. Honestly, though, like, I thrive working by myself without supervision. So I preferred working the overnight because it was like I didn't have to. I mean, I just talked to a few customers. I worked Sunday night into Monday and then Monday night into Tuesday, so I didn't really have to talk to anyone, which is really nice. And then like there's no other coworkers bothering me. It was myself and a security guard whose name is escaping me right now, but he was hilarious because he would just come in and start arguing with me about Schubert, what's up? What's up, Neb? He would just come in and start arguing with me about like 80s and 90s football statistics. And he was hilarious, but it was just myself and him. And every now and then we'd run into like someone might be a little annoying, but usually it was more of just like some drunk idiot that we had to walk up to his room. So I strongly, if one of the mods wants to, if someone can post Hellbent's, he's been busy. I know he got like a new job, which is fucking dope. Congrats again. But because of that, he has been like super busy at his current job and has not been able to make as many caps as I know he'd like. But shout out to Hellbent Caps. Look him up on Instagram. Someone wants to post a link to his Instagram. That would be lovely. The guy is super nice. Quick shout out. So, like I said, and I'll talk about it more. I have recently gotten on like prescription antidepressants. It's something I deal with, and it has made me a little mood swingy, and I had a very stressful Thursday. And I think it was Thursday I met up with him. And I was just like, I've had a shit day. I was like, fuck traffic, and I've had a fucking shitty day, and I'm sorry. I'm mad, but this is fucking terrible. And he's like, oh, it's all good, dude. And I was like, is this a build? And he's like, yeah. I was like, all right, man, well, I'm going to go. Fuck today. So I apologize later to him, but I was just super not in a good place at the moment. He was like, dude, I totally understand. It's all good. So, but I strongly urge, the first step to getting help with mental health is you have to admit to yourself that there is a problem, which is probably the hardest one. And then if that's not the hardest one, actually going out and getting help is probably the other hardest one. Fuck traffic, though. 100%, dude. Fuck traffic. One of the other hardest aspects is like actually going and setting up an appointment, or just looking for like where to get help from and all of that. And sometimes people might not be in a financial situation where they'd be able to handle it. I get it, there are problems everywhere, but what I can say is please get help if you need it. Reach out, talk to someone, talk to a professional. I'm happy to talk to you. I can't be a fucking therapist or anything, but I can help you find one if need be, or I can at least talk to you about my experiences. I've done therapy. I'm on antidepressants now. The hardest step is admitting you have a problem and reaching out to get help. The hardest 2 steps. So please do everyone a favor, especially yourself. Get the help you need. So got these lubed. Those who don't know, this is the ANSI PCB. This is my personal favorite 60% PCB because it's easy. It's not super Swiss cheesy. It's easy and not super Swiss cheesy. But super easy PCB to solder. It's VIA. It's got RGB. Was that abracadabra in the background? I don't know. If it was a noise, maybe. I don't know. She did sneeze, but abracadabra is sitting about 4 feet away from me.
Oh, he said abracadabra.
Abracachoo. Abracachoo, yeah. 'Twas abracachoo. Reread. Man, I don't read. You know that. So, getting this. You are... Dude, Neb, you... I mean, literally, arguably one of the most important people in the hobby is Nebulant. For those who don't know... Nebulant works incredibly hard to make sure that colors are matched with GMK sets scientifically. Adina? Is it Adina? Thank you for the raid. Adina Unicorn raid. I dropped a screw because I always drop something, and it landed right on Mr. Finn, who is taking up my under desk and resting his foot on my, or his head on my foot. What's up, Raiders? I dig the unicorns. Hell yeah. My wife would love the unicorns. I'm sure she does. She does. Confirmed. Right here on Mex on Deck. Confirmed. Abracadabra loves unicorns. So, hello, Adina. How was the stream? How was your stream? Was it unicorn-tastical? I always drop something too. I mean, literally, it's... The one thing that's annoying is my new meds have made my hands shakier. And I used to have pretty damn steady hands, but my hands have become less shaky. I'm glad I'm doing an easier build for a friend, because I haven't fucking done a build like this in a long time. But 2, not that I'm going to make a mistake, but more like if I have to, you know, if a mistake was to be made in the sense of like, hey, I built it incorrectly, or hey, the stab may have been messed up a little bit, he'll understand if I need to go back and make some touch-ups. So plus people make mistakes, man. You don't get better at something without... Do it under 4 hours. Oh, did it. Let's see. Lube 90 FFFF switches for our Panda Rev Young 41 build in under 4 hours. There you go. Hell yeah. Can I make a 4x4 patch saying TKC F- and stitch to the middle of a raw desk? We're only humans. We are only humans. Oh, fuck. All right. I think these are to the top ones. We'll find out. Because there are different size screws. Yeah, I think these are these top ones. That's not a big problem. So we've got an interesting setup. We have this like aluminum ring, which I kind of wish was brass, just for color matching. So we've got our gaskets, pretty thick gaskets. I guess this just is an accent piece. I don't really know what it does, if it does anything structurally, other than fill in some gaps. So little interesting square shit that you're never going to see, right? This is stuff that never bothers me. Come on. Yo, dude, can we get some fucking focus here? Come on, bro. So we got some squares around the screws. I have no idea what that is, but again, if it's on the fucking inside of it, Jesus Christ, like it's not that big of a deal. So gaskets on the inside. Again, screw marks like this. I appreciate that. You know, this is, I'm showing stuff off like this because this is stuff you're never going to see. That's stuff you're never going to see once it's built. So, yeah, there's the back weight again. So, not worried about those marks at all because, again, once it is built, does it really fucking matter? Like having the highway. My only real thing I'm not a huge fan of is there's like a little Hive logo on the front. Here, let's zoom in some. I'm not like the biggest fan of that, but to each their own. That doesn't ruin the board for me. Would I personally buy this if I didn't have a key colt already? Probably. Am I doing this wrong? Well, that's interesting. Well, 6U it might just have to be, because this does not support 7U. Well, let me see. Hellbent, is he here? Hellbent. This plate does not support 7U. Just a heads up. I am very lost. It supports 6U, because 6U would be 1 over and then right here. But 6.25, I should say. I haven't seen this kind of bottom row. Gonna have to take some points off. Yeah, because it's got the split, which you can see right here. It's got 6.2. I don't know why it doesn't have 7U. Well, I'm going to PM Hellbent. But Hellbent, if you're watching, please, in the chat, tell me I'm okay to continue at 6.25. So while we wait, let's show off Finnegan. Finnegan, come on. Come here. Camera time again. Here we go. Let's go to our main face. He's tired. He's a tired boy. He's like falling asleep in my hands. So this is Finn. He's our new pupper. We got him yesterday. And he's a good boy. He's got very floppy ears. And he loves playing. But he is very tired because they've had like 7 rounds of wrestling. But yeah, so just gonna chill for a sec. How have you guys? What's the what are you guys waiting for right now? Giving Howie a workout, absolutely. All right, we are good to continue on the 7.25 or 6.25. 7.25 doesn't exist. So, no problem there. We just got to lube the wire. But, what was the question? That looks like their ANSI plate, and there was a Sangen specific one. Man. You know, part of me appreciates it because I like less cutouts. But this plate doesn't. I don't like this bottom row. Like, for those who don't know, I co-designed a board with Blind Assassin where the plate is like, for maximum stiffness, the plate offers extremely low compatibility intentionally because, one, I didn't like I wanted the feeling on the bottom row to be stiff and sound pretty equal across the board. And so the plates on the Bacas have very minimal, especially the original run. It literally, the only option was caps lock. It was forced into split backspace, forced into split right shift, forced into 7U bottom row wind keel. I mean, it's a wind keyless board, so you kind of have to. So, you know, I don't like having a massive open plate like this, but I get when you're trying to sell, you know, a pretty, 60% standard layout, you want to offer multiple options, and I get that. I respect that. Whoop. Just about broke that in half. So let's get this screwed in. Those are the only two options. Force 7U split right shift, but supports step normal caps. Hey, well then I like that plate. And there we go. All right. Continuing on with our stream. Let's get one of these in. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Alignment switches are always nice. SA dual shot looks so freaking good. Agreed. Did I say dual shit? I think I said dual shit again. Dual shot. Getting some anchor switches in here, and then we are going to test out our stabs, make sure those are all good to go, and then we can get through the rest of this build. Well, it works. I grabbed the wrong spacebar. Think we're good? Boom goes the dynamite. All right, cool. So I'm going to put a few more anchor switches in and get those soldered up and then mount the rest of these. We're going to straighten out these pins because I did a fucking number on these pins. So easiest way, straighten out pins, get your some metal tweezers, and you can literally just pull them straight. Okay, sweet. And I'm running. I'm pretty sure I have enough solder. This should be enough, but we'll find out. We'll find out the hard way if I run out. Just, you know, no mistakes, right? You're not allowed to make mistakes when you build keyboards, by the way. No mistakes ever. So let's get this set aside. We don't need this right now. That's like 3 boards. See, I was thinking it's enough. Eric's got my spool. So I'm not like sitting here panicking. You know, one thing I do like about the Mint, you know exactly when you're fucking soldering on like just some whoa, that was super off. All the way down. There we go. So double check when you're going. Let me see if I can show this off. When you're doing this, make sure that the switch is seated all the way on the PCB. So up here, I almost made a mistake that would have been really annoying. Is that this switch was actually up off of the PCB. You need to be making sure that all of your switches are flush. And that will make sure that the PCB is flat. And which is another reason why I do anchor switches, because if you can get most of them in, if you can get like 5 or 6 in exactly how they're supposed to be, then I can tell this one already has a bent pin. The rest of them will just fall into place like they're supposed to. Are those 5 pin? These are 3 pins, so this is going to be a little difficult. But it's all right. I haven't done a 5-pin build since since I rebuilt my OG Baka. And that build, I don't even think I did that one on stream because I've built my personal Baka so many times. I was just like, I want to fix this. And I don't want to have to stream the 800th Baka build. And I also just want it fixed now. Plus, sometimes it's nice to just build a board off stream. I talk about this from time to time, but I used to build watching like a TV show or something. I would just like pop on a movie or a TV show and just kind of start to finish the whole build, low pressure. Now I only build on stream, which, don't get me wrong, it's awesome when you build on stream because you get to kind of hang out with people and talk to people as if they were just chilling in your room. But there's something nice about just like, it's kind of like just being crafty at home, right? Like you just get to chill and look at that. The switches just fit right there. Perfect. So I'm going to have to bust out the 1.25s because I haven't done a 1.25 bottom row like an ANSI bottom row like that in a long fucking time. Like, holy shit. So that'll be interesting. So these were lubed by Mr. Hellbent 3204, which is my preferred. I don't remember. I think they're just stock springs. Inside holes on the left? Okay, thank you. split. So one thing I do like about this plate is, now I'm sure our friends from across the pond are not the biggest fans, but there's no ISO support, which means that your backspace does have that complete stiffness, and I really like that. So plate's not too it's snug, but it's not too tight. A little bit of force putting in Holy Pandas. Outside now? What the fuck? I thought we were homies. Nebulon out here fucking lying to me. Listen, Nebulon, I know you only own like one board and you've only built like one board, but I'm going to need your one board experience. Every build I've done, he does standard caps lock, so we're doing standard. I don't think he actually told me, but the other three were standard. Maybe one day I'll get him on the Jeeps. I think it's outside since 1.25 small. That's my guess too. Do we go in blind and trust Neb? No. It's what's called double checking your work, which is something I fucking hated hearing in elementary school, but you know, we gotta do it. Okay, left side's good. Speaking of building boards, I'm about to test fit PCB plate setup for using MX switches in a heavy 9 without the use of a donor FC90 or 980M. Interesting. Let me know how that goes. Now we're going to play leapfrog with caps. Yep. All right. Nope. That one in the wrong one. Nope. That one in the right one, I think. Yeah. Got this done. So now we can get to the rest of the soldering. If you can afford a small desk fan, highly recommend it. Let me check. Good to check for pins before you start. Just easier. Keeps the workflow going. Smooth. Oh shit, it did. Yep. Man, that hasn't happened in a long time. Hold on. Sick hat, bro. Thank you. Why is it? There we go. Thank you. Currently dismantling Real Force 87U. I think I might have preferred spending more on one in better condition. I feel that. Sick hat, bro. Thank you. It's my hat. It's the best hat there is because it's a double hat. But yeah, if you can get a small fan to avoid, best to avoid inhaling burnt metal. I'm not an expert, but as far as I'm concerned, when you melt solder, it's usually a good practice to avoid inhaling the fumes that come off of that. So just heads up. Got my fan going though. Sadly, it's fucking dying. Need to get more batteries going in it. The only problem with this fan that I have, like, it's a great fan. My wife got it for me, I think, for my birthday. Great gift. You know, my wife's like, hey, you know, don't kill yourself inhaling solder. But the batteries, it's like, it's like every time you turn it on with batteries, it's like, all right, let's max out. It uses the batteries the same way I use shampoo, where it's like use half the bottle for the first, 5 washes, and then the next 50 washes gets used sparingly. It's like if you just regulate, man, like you can go longer. But if you get a nicer fan, I'm sure, or you get one that plugs in. This one plugs in, but the USB cable is really, it's like USB plug-in, which is nice, but I prefer the battery since it's a little more, I can move it around. Are you a fan of that fan? One drunk man, you're drunk. Go home. You've lived up to your name. Take a fucking upvote. What's everybody else doing today? For me, I'm going to go see Eric and give him his... Hopefully, he's running errands, I think, today, but hopefully I can time it up. I'm going to go see Eric, give him his birthday gift, which... Excited to have him show it off. I think it's fucking hilarious. And then... just hanging out with the new pupper. He is out fucking cold. I want to take a picture of this and show it. Yes, cables, something, whatever. He's just out cold under my desk. Procrastinating. I need to put more RAM in my PC and clean up cords, but watching you instead. Well, you can look at the cords under my desk and go, bleh, I don't want to be like Chewy. Fuck that shit. At least that's what I assume most people say. Getting this soldered in. I think I've soldered on an ANSI 30 times now. The pads are great. You get, at least if you're good at desoldering, especially if you have a gun, a desolder gun, don't desolder with like a normal pistol. That won't work. But a desolder gun, you could probably get 3 or 4 before the pads wear out. If you're using good solder too. But yeah, it's honestly, I love, Wilba does some great stuff with the WT60, but the ANSI to me, I just prefer it a little bit better. It's plain simple, gets to the point. I don't care about flex cuts. This is obviously a personal preference because I don't need flex cuts, but still mad at the ANSI for getting rid of ALP support. Well, it happens. There are others. So, quick reminder, next week, we are taking a week. We're focusing on some other projects that are not Twitch focused. Some that are and some that are not. So we will not be streaming until the following Saturday. So a week from today, Eric will be streaming. But we have some stuff planned but also with me on my double dose medication, I will need a week. And just some time. Plus, it's nice. It's nice to take a break. September has been relaxing, and we're ready to kind of hit it hard for the rest of the year. We're just getting all of our ducks in a row before we get back to kind of the new normal. So, good afternoon, fellas. Artisan Labs, what's up? What's up? Just building a Hive60. And we're almost done, and I can literally see the fan petering out on battery. Wrapping up this bottom row. Where can I get that baller mouse pad? I mean, you can get, so it's a Zombuman Serica Dark, or Hexagon Dark, I think is what it's called, from Novel Keys. The add-on fee is going to be about $15 plus shipping. So, nope, I just soldered the wrong one. Oh, whatever, that'll be fine there. But you're more than welcome to ship me any of your desk mats, and I'll happily do this for $15. It's a new service. For those who are unaware of what the desk mat means, TKC recently released a desk mat, knowingly messed up the colors, and instead of giving a full refund for the product, they instead shipped it out and said, if you want a refund, you need to cut a 4x4 inch cube, or square, I should say. And Neb, I don't even know if I could get a second build. Look how much solder's left. They said you have to cut out this and mail it to us, and basically you have to ruin your product. You have to ruin our product if you want your money back, which I thought was not the best choice. So let's get switch hitter up. Make sure I did all the things that I was supposed to do. Escape works. All right, it's not set up at the moment. All right, we are good to go. Wait, for real? Yeah, 100% for real. Like, I'm not even, that's not a joke. The desk mat's obviously a joke, but no, that, like, we talked about it. If you go watch our past YouTube, it's up there. So here, I'm going to backwards cap it for a minute because my hair has just been driving me crazy today. TKC Discord announcement. I left their server a while ago. Yeah, same. Actually, I don't even know if I was ever a part of their server. They're not big fans of me, especially, I say me. They're not big fans of Mechs on Deck, as we have been critical of them since Grain showed up. So, build is soldered. I'll take this quick moment to say the Baka 70 is currently in group buy. It's going to be in group buy through the end of Friday. This thing's 7 pounds of metal. You can get this $550 for the standard staggered version, or you can get the Baka Bean layout for $560. Yes, I am 100% aware that it is expensive. It is an expensive board. It's a lot of metal. Metal prices have gone up. PCB prices have gone up. The board will get made, depending on how many extras are made. I have to talk to Davis about that, but if you want it, it's not going to be one that's going to be easy to get after the fact. So they also offer, don't put yourself in financial strain, but they do offer Afterpay, which you can pay in 5 or 4 separate payments as opposed to one giant chunk. So if you want the board, !Baka70 in the chat, that'll take you to the group buy page where you can order all that stuff. I highly recommend. I mean, honestly, it's a great board. Like, I know I'm impartial, but I've tried a lot of boards and I love it. So let's put this board together. Again, it is gasket mounted, so it just kind of sits in there. Let's get some corner screws in first. Ugh. There's one. And remember, with gasket mount boards, you don't want to tighten it as hard as you possibly can. What you want to do is tighten it till it starts becoming difficult to tighten. Also best to kind of go in an X pattern. So I got, this one's not all the way in yet. This one is, so I'm going to go over here. Do the X. It's not necessarily like 100% needed, but it does kind of, it's a little more foolproof. You won't accidentally over tighten one side. No more expensive boards? Yeah, man. I'll be honest, it's made me talk about, it's like, oh, I might switch to private buys. I don't know how many more runs the Baka70 will have. Because the board's not doing as well as I thought it was going to. Now, granted, I didn't think it was going to be ridiculously popular, but I thought it would do better than it's doing now. So is that a failure on my part? Yeah, I guess. It's not a failure on 3D Keeps. It's an expensive board. I'm not going to blame the price, though. Because that's not, it's not fair. If a board is good enough, people will buy it, right? It's a proto board. It's a first-time run. I get it. People are unwilling to take a risk. The good thing about this run, and what I will tell you, is I have run multiple group buys before, and I will not run off with your money. So, all right, where are you? I'm not going to open up his accents unless he wants me to. I really want to, but I'm not going to. So, Hellbent, if I have free reign to open up your shit, let me know. Is that GMK honey? It is. It is. And it's going to mat like the honey hive. Like, Hellbent, I see what you did there, bud. No, that's not the one. Feels weird looking for keys I never use. Oop, dropped another cap. It's like a better Serica, absolutely. I actually really like this yellow. Like, it's good. HJKL. Is that enter on? Oh, shifts. The shift might need to be touched up, but I will do that later. Let's get that there. Not the right profile. I guess I'll do function key here. But 1, 2, 3, 4. If I recall, if I recall correctly, yes, that is correct. Let's see. Open whatever you need. Fuck yes. All right, sweet dude. I mean, I don't need to, but I want to. And like, come on. Who's gonna say no to this face? Who's gonna say no to that face? Whoever screen grabs that, you're welcome. So where's my keycap? Any other suggestions besides Kale? What was the question? What are the best switches to not have interference with north-facing PCB cherry keycaps? If it's got a long pole, that's where the interference comes. So, I don't believe so. I'm 99% sure. Do your due diligence. Are you talking if you're talking linears, I would go either lavenders or Gateron. God, fuck. Why can't I think of the name? Why am I can only think Moo Moo, and that's not the fucking name of them. The purple ones from Kinetic Labs. Oh my god. Someone help me. Nebulant, help me. I sent some to you. But I would try the Hippos. Thank you. Hippos. Not Moo Moo. Not cow. So I would try Gateron Hippos or JWK Lavenders. If you're going tactile, T1 Dark Ambers are good. I would say Anubis, but Anubis has the long pole. They are very good switches, but in this specific case, you are wanting to avoid long pole switches. So other than that, your creams are another excellent choice. They don't have long poles. I thought that was only with the long. Maybe I mean, upside down GMK. I thought it was only with GM. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong problem. I don't know, man. Scatterbrain Jane in my head. With cherry profile North Face, it's usually just best to find another profile. Like, I would love to help you, but sometimes there's just some caps that's like, hey, this is probably not going to work. So if you like SA, Scoops, no bar. Oh, dude, I was going to put Scoops on anyway. It's like, I'm going to be using this board for a few days because you said I can't meet up this weekend, which means I get to use your board for a while. Yeah, I'm always Scoops. Let's see, where else am I looking for? We need that key. Dude, fuck bars. I would rather have nothing. I would rather just be forced to look down than have to use bars. I don't like bars. That's my only complaint about a lot of these like nice PBT sets is they don't have scoops. And I get it because it's a whole new mold. Metal O-ring cap spacer. Yeah, you can do that too. That just fucks the sound of your switches up. But if you're going for a switch that's going to, like, if you're trying to like do silent switches, then that might be your best option. Why does every single fucking keyboard keycap have to fall upside down? Explain to me that. Riddle me that. The only thing I don't like about this keycap set is literally right now it is annoying as fuck to find to see, like, I don't mind The visibility on this is already a little tough, but I don't mind it on mods. Like, it doesn't bother me on mods, but on fucking looking for the goddamn caps, yeah, it's really annoying. So if you're someone who's going to be like taking these off every other day for God knows what reason, there's something to think about. Although this group I ran a while ago. I might, I like this set though. I really like this color. This is going to be one that I'm going to have to appreciate from afar because too many things are coming in, but at least I got to see it and I'm going to get a chance to use it. There it is. So I am happy about that. That's something I'm fortunate to be able to do. M. Where the fuck is M? F5. Oh yeah, man. I had to do that on one because Eric told me. I'll happily throw him under the bus. But I mean, at the time, it was fine. It's what we thought was good. Eric was like, "Oh yeah, you should use these silencers. Like it, lowers your. They're faster because your bottom out's quicker." I was like, "All right, whatever." Most of the time, I just listen to what Eric says because he does a lot more research on shit than I do. And so I'm like, whatever. Let's just go with your gut. And where's an FN? God damn, so hard to see. Here, I'll just do super. This board's fucking super anyway. All right, so let's pop this out. Yeah, it's just, it was one of those situations where, yes, in that special case, it's great, but overall, I just don't think it's worth it. I assume you're using the PCB from 1UP keyboards, because I remember stopping using that specifically for that reason. Oh, we've got a little beehive. We're going to use that too. And we'll do the hive. Don't want to do too many, but we're gonna make it look a little fancy. And we'll do our alts. We'll do this one. This one. So we got our nice, warm, kind of burnt honey looking. And there we go. Build complete. This is a cool looking board. Again, I would love if it was a brass accent, but this keycap set, it's darker on this camera. I'll say, like, let me go to, nope. There we go. Why not? Fuck it. That's PP2. Whatever. All right. It's a little darker. These are a little more like intense yellows. It's a little bit like saturated right now, but let me clean up the desk area, and we'll get to a typing test in just a moment. I want to shout out our awesome sponsors. You start off with OmniType. GMK DMG round 3's coming up soon. Go check that out. We've got Canon Keys. Canon Keys has lots of in-stock keycap sets like Beach Day and Winter. Oh man, I'm blanking the name. Let me look at it. Oh, what's the name? Winter Tundra. It's a great set. Both awesome sets from Nice PBT. Or one's from Nice PBTs, one's another Canon Keys. So excellent sets over at Canon Keys. They also have the Anubis switches. So if you like some high tactility switches, they have that. And they have the 69 gram springs that we use. They are the same as the Kinetic Lab ones. Speaking of Kinetic Labs, we are also sponsored by Kinetic Labs. They just released their Polycaps Corn set. that has a little more compatibility than the recent. Oh, sorry, bud. Than the recent sets. So appreciate that they are listening and giving good feedback. So go check out Kinetic Labs. And then last but not least, we have Project Keyboards. Project Keyboards is currently running GMK Modern Ink. It's a very, very cool sub-legend set. So go check out that. And let me get sponsors written right here. Bookmark those. That does help us a lot with our with that kickback. Does help us a lot. Continue to do cool things for stream. We also have some awesome partners. The cable you see on my desk was made from Zap Cables. He's an amazing vendor. He makes great cables. He gives you the tools to make great cables yourself. He's also got great desk mats as well. So, and then check out Typebeast, typebea.st. That will get you an amazing newsletter that's very non-invasive, about once a month. It's a great way to kind of stay in touch with what's going on in the hobby. So check that out. We've got Smith & Rune, smithandrune.com. Keep an eye out for the Iron 180 and the Iron 165 polycarb coming out later this year. And the Iron 180 Extra should be probably in the next few months as well. So check that out. And last but not least, 3dkeybs.com. Right now, Hive60, that is the board that I am selling. We are not being paid by 3D Keybs for this partnership, but I do stand to make money from the Hive60. So when I say please go buy it, if you are interested in it, just know that I can profit from that statement. So anyway, let's get a sound test, see how this thing sounds, and then we'll go find someone to rate. So one moment. Holy Pandas. I'm going to touch up the space bar. I don't know if anyone heard it. It just sounds a little loose. I think because I didn't... I think in swapping out, for those who weren't here at the very beginning, the 7U, I put in a 7U, but we discovered too late after lubing that the plate only supports 6.25. So I swapped the wire out. I think in doing that, maybe it just didn't have that clean. So I'll do a little touch up on that before I do a typing test. I do plan on doing a typing test on this. We'll switch over and I'll just there. I'll try and get that as the thing here. I'll hold it for Keeb Noob if you're here. Okay, there we go. Long enough. So excellent build quality. I have no. It's loud. It is. I mean, it's Holy Pandas, but it's a loud board. The quality solid. I have no complaints against it. In terms of like the sound and the build quality of it, I think it's a solid board. I don't remember how much this board was, but yeah, anywhere between $300 and $500, I think it's worth it. Decent heft to it. Excited to use it for the next few days. So remember, no stream this Tuesday, but we do check out our YouTube. We do have some cool stuff going to YouTube this week. So be sure to check that out. And Eric and I will be back together the following Tuesday in October. And then that's when we will do Keyboard of the Month for September. So we have not forgotten about that. So let's see who is live. Why is this being weird? All right. But thank you again to Hellbent for trusting me to make this. Because, well, that can be a little goofy. Have a good afternoon, keyboard friends. Absolutely. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, we'll throw it to Andy Wynn. So let's see, raid. So thank you guys. We're going to close up for now. We'll see you next Saturday on stream. It'll be Eric building a board that I have to reconfirm, but we'll have it posted tomorrow. So closing up. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Stay safe.